Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, please consider subscribing. That's the only way to get notified when we post future videos. Like this video, that's the only thing I'll ever ask you to do. You don't pay me for anything, you don't pay for anything. There are links in the description box below. If you are looking for forex robots, if you are looking for forex systems, if you are looking for indicators and stuff like that, there are links in the description box below. Visit those blogs and see if you cannot find what you're looking for. Don't be like other people who just come and request things that are already on the blogs, because people are lazy. People don't want to go through and search for the things that they need. Okay, so let's get into today's videos. How do you trade with small capital? How do you trade small forex accounts? By the way, small account is a relative term. People always ask me, what's a small account? The term small account or small capital is relative. Okay, without arguments, everyone trading with $10, that's a small account. Everyone trading with $100, that's a small account. However, the disparities come to say $1,000. For some people, $1,000 is a big trading account, but for some people, they will tell you that's a small account. For some people, $10,000 is a big trading account, but I've seen people who say $10,000 is a small account. People who say only big accounts start at $100,000. So anything that you are trading with that's less than $100,000 is actually a small account. That's for some people, but for some people, $1,000 is not a small account, it's a huge account. So the term is relative. So how do you actually trade with a small account and make money with a small account? My suggestion, whether you are trading $10, whether you are trading $50, whether you are trading with $100 or $500 or $1,000, my suggestion is, first of all, have a plan. You need a solid strategy. So if, for example, you are not sure of the strategy that you're going to use, you can start with those $10 accounts that, for example, my broker offers. Their link is in the description section below. Then you can test out your strategies. Once you find a solid strategy that works, then you can start adding more of your money as you trust and as you develop your forex trading strategy. Second tip is, with your small capital, with your small trading account, my suggestion is you trade higher time frames. By higher time frames, I mean aim for at least minimum. Don't go below the hourly. Don't go below the hourly chart. With my small capital, I'll trade the daily, the 4-hourly, daily, 4-hourly. That's how I would trade. Of course, if you are going to be trading the daily, trust me, the setups are going to be few. The setups are going to be few and between. Almost same as the 4-hourly chart. You are not going to be scalping. So don't expect to find a setup at every 10. So these setups are going to be far and in between. But if you manage to catch those setups, trust me, you can milk those setups for a very, very long time. It's easy to find a setup on the 4-hourly chart or the daily chart that you can actually hold for more than a week. I've done that. So my advice will be, go onto the higher time frames. The advantage also of the higher time frames is because, unlike with the lower time frames, With the higher time frames, you can actually trade with, say, lot size 0.01, the least lot size, or you can use 0.10, and that amount you can actually hold it for several weeks and you actually milk it, the same as somebody who traded with 10 standard lots but they made their money in 2 minutes or an hour. So you have to accept that you are going to be using smaller lot sizes, or you can still use your comfortable lot sizing, the lot sizing that you're comfortable with, but that's not going to put your account at risk because what you are aiming for is huge moves. My third tip is trade less pairs. Because you've got a small account, small capital, don't just go picking pairs randomly. Choose your few pairs. I would say less than 5 pairs. I've always maintained on this channel, if you're going to do this right, have less pairs. Study your pairs and know what behaviors they have. So with a small account, small capital, trust me, you need to trade very few pairs, understand their ins and their outs. You'll make money with those pairs. You cannot afford to just wake up randomly and just pick pairs randomly and just trade any other pair that's offered by your broker. Be careful with the pairs that you choose. Pick less pairs. The first tip would be, I would say, avoid the highly volatile pairs. Of course, if you've got a small account with small capital and a good strategy, you probably want to sample some of these highly volatile pairs, because when they move, obviously you can make a lot of money. However, the danger is when they move against you and you having a small account, small capital, these things can easily wreck your account. You can easily lose a big portion of your account. So my advice is, probably if you have a small account and you are not there yet, probably avoid the highly volatile pairs. Look for the pairs that move smoothly, that do not wick a lot, that do not jump around a lot. So, for example, the GBP pairs, you find that GBP pairs have wild behaviors. They like to jump around a lot. So with a small capital, with a small account, I will stay away from GBP pairs unless you have a solid strategy. Then you can actually milk those pairs. Then the last tip is, I would say, because you have a small account and you're trying to grow it, make sure you study how to scale into trades. You need to they call it pyramiding. It means you are putting trades on top of other trades. Let's say you buy Euro USD at, for argument's sake, let's say you buy Euro USD at 1000. When Euro USD reaches 1200, it means buy again, as long as you can see that the trend is still going up. It means buy again. When it makes a pullback at 1300, you buy again. When it makes a pullback at 1500, you buy again. You buy it until the close of the trend, the reversal of the trend. So at the end of the day, instead of just watching one trade go from 1000 up to, let's say, 5000, you have several trades that are growing your account from 1000 all the way to 5000. Then you can trade, you can close all your accounts. So that's basically how I would trade with a small trading account with small capital. Basically, first of all, find a solid trading strategy. Then second, I would trade higher time frames. I would trade higher time frames because I'm aiming for longer moves. I'm aiming to collect more pips to grow my account. Then I would trade less pairs. I need to study these pairs. I cannot just pick random pairs each and every morning. I'm picking random pairs. I need to trade less pairs that I understand, that I can learn. Then if I don't have a solid strategy, and if I'm not sure of what's happening, I would stay away from highly volatile pairs. Stay away from highly volatile pairs unless you know what you're doing. Then you can use them to make more money. Then scale into trades. You cannot just watch one trade going up or going down. You need to find opportunities. When the pair retraces and continues on its way, you need to be in that trade. When it retraces again and continues on its way, you need to be in that trade. That's how you're going to flip your small account into a substantial trading account. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd like to hear your tips for trading with small capital, with small accounts. Like this video, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Until next time, bye.